Let's go to the front of the Age and the SMH. Coalition edges ahead on COVID and the economy, and we'll bring up the graphics to give our viewers a good sense of where this is at. Threats to health and the economy are dominating Australians' concerns about federal leadership in a new poll that shows stronger support for the coalition over Labor on the key test of managing the pandemic. Voters strongly favour the coalition on the economic recovery and border restrictions, despite political storms over missed targets in the vaccination rollout and the end of the JobKeeper wage subsidy last month. And if we look at some of those figures, Kristy, you can see there economic management, 43% coalition, 21% Labor, healthcare and aged care, 28% to the coalition, 30% to the Labor Party. Handling COVID, 42% to the LNP and 20% to the Labor Party. And, of course, women, 21% LNP, 27% to the Labor Party. I tell you what, Kristy, obviously the proof will be in the eating when it comes to this federal election, which we will see in the next 12 months. But I've got to say, I've always been of the belief that the federal government's response to the pandemic and the federal government's response to the way in which the vaccination rollout has unfolded has obviously been a big factor here. There you've got voter intentions, which is very clear. You've also got preferred PM with Prime Minister Scott Morrison very clearly, just about double preferred PM to Anthony Albanese, which is Albanese and the Labor Party's Achilles heel.
I think what this polling shows is that the Prime Minister is right to pitch his message to things that rely on economic management. Labor pitches their message to certain social issues, and I hate the term the bubble issues because some of those issues do bite outside the bubble, and we are seeing that. But by and large, Labor has concentrated the last couple of months on social issues and other things that they can get quick media traction on. And the Prime Minister has, of course, had the upper hand, like many leaders have, and we've seen with the state premiers as well. People do trust the people in charge during a pandemic. And I think the government has put some significant resources. I think they've dealt well with the states. Sure, it hasn't been perfect, but I don't think voters think that the government hasn't been throwing everything they possibly can at it to secure supply and to secure a rollout of the vaccine. And I think people trust that they are doing everything that they can to ensure to get it back on track. That's by no means an endorsement of how it's gone. It has gone shakily, but people do understand that we're in a pandemic. We haven't faced these crises before. And the government is navigating it quite deftly in a way. And despite a couple of state elections in between, Gleeson trying to put some wedges into it.